But you feel like you're probably not going to get interrupted in the disabled stall, right?
Right.
Wrong. Okay, I guess Billy Dean takes too long to get the deed done in a public restroom, and maybe is a little too loud because him and his lady friend caught the attention of the club's janitor or cleaner, as they call them over there, because they don't want to call them janitors, they call them cleaners in the land down under.
More respectful.
Yeah, very respectful. And the cleaner started banging on the door, saying like, "Hey, hey, what's going on in there? It sounds like you're creating quite the mess for me to clean, and I don't appreciate it. I'm the cleaner." And so
jealous fuck.
Yeah, I know. Well, Billy Dean did not appreciate being cock-blocked, so this is what happened after several bangs on the handicap bathroom door. Here's a quick video that we can talk over. There's no audio. So he comes running out.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah! Good morning!
And welcome to episode 1077 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, November 8th, 2022. I think something's happening today, right, guys?
Blood moon?
Yeah, something else. I think we'll get to
half birthday. Okay.
Somebody. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. We have everything you need to know going into the midterms. That's what it was, midterms, on the day of the Beaver blood moon lunar eclipse, as you pointed out, Mark. So, which is not much about the midterms at all, just the hilarious news stories that we want to talk about on this day. We'll all watch the midterms together tonight. The electoral map guys going crazy, everything else on the live stream that starts at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. It's going to at least be on the Hard Factor YouTube page. Many more streaming options potentially as well. We're going to test it before, but at least the YouTube page, 8:30 Eastern.
Join us.
Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah.
Will and I might be getting drunk. Wes and Pat might be eating weird things.
Potentially. I like the idea of peanut butter
leaving early.
scoops. Peanut butter scoops that you have to talk through. Right. And we're not trying to be a trigger here.
No. We'll see.
Peanut butter scoops. I think
Trigger,
too.
such a
We'll see. Is that a shitty word? I'm sorry, Wes.
No, I don't. It's just don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm okay.
It's a blood moon. We should have done the placenta. We should have done the placenta smoothies today on the blood moon day.
That's true.
That's a real blood moon.
Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. What we are doing today, though, in the coffee, Wes has. I don't even know, Wes. What do you have? It's insane in there.
I got a lot of offensive stuff, to be honest with you. So if you're easily offended, I would turn off the podcast right now.
Listen to NPR.
Don't turn it off. Don't turn it off. Just fast forward to the science/animal double that's on deck.
There you go.
Because it's scientific. It can't be offensive. It's science, right? If the scientists say it,
That's true.
how can it really
To
be?
Christians, maybe, but
And then I'm going to end the show by offending the fuck out of everyone again. I'm going to try to sandwich. We'll bookend it with
there we go.
Yeah.
I like that.
Fantastic.
international. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yes. And don't forget tonight, if you haven't already, get ready to order your Macho Man merch line, store.hardfactor.com. Just look at the line before you get on the live stream. There's going to be discounts, promo codes, who knows, all kinds of stuff. You're going to get us to do whatever for the purchases.
Mine, shouldn't I?
Well, we should have many days ago so that we'd be wearing it for the stream. But,
Right.
we didn't think ahead. We've been too busy preparing for the fantastic live stream join, 8:30 p.m. Eastern tonight.
Ooh, could wear them for the November 18th. Is that the date? Trivia, if we order.
That's
now.
true.
Yeah.
Order them now.
Yeah.
People are loving those Sherpa blankets. A couple of them posted.
I mean,
Discord. Yeah,
It's the best looking merch we've ever put out. It's crazy.
It's nice. It's nice. Well, you guys just want to hop into the news, get this offensive party rolling?
Sure.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Speaking of beaver blood, got a few pickup lines for you today instead of the joke of the day. I know we have a large male audience that may or may not want to have sex with a vagina. So here are a couple pickup lines that might help you do that, okay? Especially tonight on the Beaver Blood Moon, which is, undoubtedly a great night to have sex, right?
Well, it's this morning.
Oh, okay.
The Beaver Blood Moon is technically, if you're hearing this right now, roll over and be like, yo.
Well, chances.
use this pickup line the second you hear this.
Okay. Or you can be like, hey, about, a few hours ago was the Beaver
It
Blood
happened
Moon.
this morning.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Still relevant.
First pickup line. I'm not a weatherman, but you can expect a few more inches tonight. That'll get him, right?
Yeah.
Hey, if it's true what you eat, then I can be
Inches
you
of
by
what?
morning.
And that,
What's that second one,
If
Wes?
it's true that we are what we eat, I could be you by morning.
Oh, okay.
nice. That's just, you know what, Wes? These
slap
work
tongue.
for,
Yeah.
they don't have to be a chick. You could say these to anybody. You could just,
You could.
Hey, I
Good.
enjoy the taste of iron. That's a Beaver Blood Moon one.
There we go. Beaver Blood Moon. Hope
I
you
used
guys
to
got it.
put coins in my mouth as a child. Developed a rich taste of iron.
Love that iron.
huge Red Wings fan.
You
Don't
should
be-
see me eat a placenta.
Don't be ashamed. It's actually an honor. It's my pleasure.
All right, let's move on. Guys, chances are if you've ever had chicken, beef, or pork in this country, you have eaten meat processed by America's second largest processor of those meats, Tyson Foods, right? We all know this
hasn't?
logo.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It says, fuck it, I'll let my kid eat this processed shit because it's easy and I don't feel like cooking. That's what Tyson stands for, right? I think I have some in my freezer right now.
Well,
And boy,
I know Nuggy's family, but I'm sure that's made by Tyson.
Well, are we allowed to talk about like the inside baseball of our knowledge of Tyson's family?
I don't know. Why not?
I think so.
Why
We
not?
smoked Willie Nelson's weed because of a connection to the Tyson heirs.
The Tysons.
The Tyson,
A
one
friend
of
of
the
ours
Tyson
used to
heiresses
work
lives in Austin. She's like a billionaire, and she since she's a billionaire, she is friends with all the rich people in Austin, and she got
They got Willie's weed.
Willie's weed that was handed to us because we're friends with someone that kind of
Nice.
works with them. We won't get into more details than that, but yeah.
Well, we might be about to trash her brother, so
I mean, they're partiers. That's my point. Yeah.
I mean, it would have been nice to come out of a Tyson vagina, wouldn't it? Just generational wealth, as far as you can see. Look at these numbers from Tyson: 24.19 billion market cap. Stock is at 67. They're doing pretty good, right?
Yeah, Titans of industry. I mean,
Yeah.
Tyson's has been running the poultry game for decades, generations.
Doesn't matter how many fucked up kids Tyson had. They're still doing good. Yeah.
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 No way any of us would have made it out of our 20s if we were at Tyson.
True.
That's no way. But somehow John Tyson, who is the company's CFO, I believe, or COO. Fuck, I meant to put that in there. Anyway, here he is.
CFO, I think, is what I
Yeah,
saw.
CFO. He made it to 32. And he is the son of the company's chairman, John H. Tyson, and the great-grandson of founder John W. Tyson. And he made it to 32 before his meltdown. And that's why we're going to be talking about him today, because John Tyson got hammered on Saturday night in Fayetteville, Arkansas, which is near Tyson's headquarters in Springdale. So
Yes.
hammered.
This is also the office of the Beyond Meat guy. He was from Tyson. He went over to Beyond Meat.
Oh, yeah.
This is amazing. This
Yeah.
office party's so fucking
Oh
hard.
my
There's
God! This
something
guy,
in the water.
John Tyson III slipped his supervisor, like the people that watch him because he gets drunk all the time. He slipped the coverage, and they got loose.
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened?
Yeah, well, so
His
he
handlers.
He got hammered on Saturday night, and he walked into the wrong house and fell asleep in the wrong bed. And apparently, it was a bed that was owned by a college-aged woman.
Oh,
Who found Tyson at 2 a.m. in the morning in her bed, called cops. She thought he was like a burglar, and she had no idea who he was. So the cops came, and he was so drunk he wasn't able to respond. They eventually got him up and out of bed, or up in bed, and then he was like, you know what, I'm just going to go back to bed. He pulled the I'm going back to sleep move on the cops because he was so hammered.
And shit.
Yeah,
he pulled a Rip Torn. That's how that's the move when you get so hammered. I think Rip Torn broke into a bank and fell asleep on a couch in a bank one time. When you get so hammered that you break into someone's
You're just
the wrong
anywhere,
place and
right?
you fall
You're
asleep. That's
right.
that's the highest level of hammered.
Yeah, there he is.
He's
in his,
partying.
barber shop
Was this
uniform.
Was this after like an Arkansas football game, like the other guy was when he like threatened to kill the guy in the Subaru. That
I mean, it was Sunday, 2 a.m. Sunday morning, so it was after.
It was after an 8-ball.
Dude, these tailgates at the Tyson team, the Tyson tailgate in Arkansas has to be off the charts because
everyone makes fun of how boring Arkansas is, but clearly there's a pocket there.
all of the executives are getting arrested for being blackout drunk. Right,
Food
after,
executives.
And
like Will said, Doug Ramsey, he was a former Tyson executive, and it's the second arrest of these big food executives for doing crazy shit in the last 2 months in this county. So
fucking
you want to get into that C-suite is what you want to do.
Exactly.
They party so hard at Tyson. It's insane.
Yeah. So he's
Patches O'Houlihan style.
I mean, so this lady's pressing charge. She's just gonna get. I'm sure this guy's just gonna bury her in cash. I mean,
his bond was like $485 or something.
Right,
Like
I mean,
he
didn't break many laws. Like
No.
Time out.
Yeah.
You said she's college age. Was it an apartment?
No, she said it was a house.
Did he mistake his
like a rental
$50 million house for her college apartment?
no,
I'm
no,
confused.
no way.
Yeah.
No, he
No
was
way.
just
He pulled the
hammered and
movie
needed a
set,
bed.
Mark.
Yeah. Just
He
wherever it was next available place.
Needed a bed, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
eyes-
so rich, he treats the whole
Right.
town like it's his.
Right.
Like, oh, I can
Right.
come in there.
Yeah,
He was barely
their
walking
pleasure
when he got
to
in there.
house him. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. So
He probably said like, "Don't worry, I'm just gonna cut you a check," and then just fell asleep.
I'm John Tyson of Tyson.
look. So he actually came onto this position not long ago, and I'm sure he misses his like life of just doing absolutely nothing
Right.
but partying and traveling.
Right.
So this might be his like way of like getting out of the job, like in a
Letting off
fantastic
steam.
way. Yeah. Well, or like getting fired, like, hey, why don't you take a few weeks in the French Riviera, settle down, and come back when you're feeling healthy, okay, John?
Tyson office. If you're a big time partier and a big time businessman, that's the pinnacle location. That is the office to be at. Obviously, I mean,
Yeah.
It also helps if you're a Tyson.
Yeah, all the
Right.
chicken wings.
They
you
make
need.
tons of money just like printing chicken out of 3D printers and you just get as drunk as you want, even if you're in the C-suite. Because I don't think they fired the other guy either. Like
Everyone eats chicken, man. It's just such an easy gig. Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on from old Tyson. I'm sure he'll be
Willie's
fine.
weed, by the way, was pretty strong. If I
Yeah, it's great.
remember.
Bet
they have great weekend next too. So
Yeah.
Man,
it's awesome.
Sound like
Amazing office.
Yeah. We were floating the river and I had some of that. It was interesting.
Guys, today I'm going to do a segment within a segment, and it's called Racism in America. How are things going? How do you guys think it's going?
Bet poorly.
Usually poor.
I imagine similar to when John Tyson the First was around.
Right. Yeah.
Is this one about Kanye again? Is that what?
Nah.
Is that? Oh.
No, not about Kanye. And like it's 3 stories. This is going to end the
Trilogy.
triple. Yeah, it's a trilogy of racism in America. I'd give the progress a 1 out of 10. First up, keeping in mind that it is Native American Heritage Month, news organizations are looking for stories about Indigenous peoples to highlight their successes, celebrate their culture, and ABC was trying to do that. So they brought on this woman who is Crystal Echo Hawk. Awesome name. Not sure that's her real name. Might be Quartz Repetition Eagle. Okay.
I mean, she had on earrings that definitely make you think it's legit.
Yeah.
Her earrings say, "Look, these are legit Native."
Yeah, her earrings say, "I'll skin a bear in less than 3 minutes."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No wasted stuff with that animal. Yeah. Yeah.
So she's the founder of Illuminative, a racial justice nonprofit organization dedicated to building power for Native people. Great, program. And I guess nobody checked to see if the news anchor or, to be fair, the person writing for her on the teleprompter who was going to, tease the story that was coming up in the next hour was a moron, because this is how she teased the story.
Celebrating Native American Heritage Month, and we come back and look at indigenous creatures taking Hollywood and pop culture by storm.
Creatures?
Yeah, you hear that? Do you hear it?
Indigenous creatures.
Indigenous creatures. That's what she said. Indigenous creatures.
Did she mean peoples?
So I'll get to it. There might be an explanation, but people were very upset, especially Native American people,
Like
because
strange creatures.
yeah, like creatures, like creepy crawly creatures. Yeah. And everyone was really upset about this. The clip was viral. A lot of people, what the fuck did she just call us creatures? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't need to kick them all. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're down, like
right. There was already the Trail of
we
Tears
already
and
got
everything
them,
else.
guys. You don't need to rub Tabasco sauce in their eyes afterwards,
Right. You can call them people. A lot of people were not happy about it, but Native Hoop magazine, who, judging by their webpage, very pro Native American magazine for Native Americans.
Probably didn't like this. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Mark, they posted on social media and they defended this news anchor, Kyra Phillips.
Creatures?
Yeah, they said the clip of ABC News calling us indigenous creatures is taken way out of context, and it shared a link to the network's publication of the story, and its title includes Native American creators. So,
It was she didn't say it right.
she just said she read it wrong. She misspoke, and that's what
I
they're
just
going with.
thought that the Native American author was drunk when they wrote that.
Could be more.
Ouch.
Creators.
My bad.
Wow.
Creators,
Well,
yeah.
Creators.
Yeah, it
mean,
was
that
all about
clears it up.
Hollywood, and
But-
it was
Creators.
creators. So
So
that
shouldn't
one's
they still be mad that she said creatures though?
right.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was
it
a
was
slip.
like a Freudian
That's
slip.
like a Freudian
maybe.
slip, right? Like
Right,
that's like that makes it even worse. That I think,
Yeah.
right?
right.
She's like, oh, not only are they indigenous, but they're creators. Oh,
Yeah.
just creatures.
Native American crooks.
Indigenous critters.
Yeah. yeah. So, she's in a little bit of hot water, but luckily this Native American, publication is coming to her defense. That was the
It was
least.
probably just a slip up. After being on like a show where you talk about the news for multiple years, I mean, like words just come out of your mouth and you have no fucking idea what's happening.
Of course. Okay.
course.
We're gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. That was the least of
Okay, we're going up. We're ascending.
we're escalating. We're escalating. We're escalating. To Chicago, where get this, some idiot high schooler took a Halloween costume contest as an opportunity to show his classmates that he is by far the most racist person at the school, and by
parents,
dressing
probably.
up.
Blackface.
Yeah, and his parents.
Yeah, and his parents.
Well, no, almost as bad, Will. Almost as bad. He dressed up as a Nazi and gave a Nazi salute on stage during the contest. Here's the clip. You can hear people booing him. He does the goose
whoa.
walk,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
like
he gives the
Oh,
Nazi
that's
soldier.
Nazi,
the whole uniform.
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty intense.
Is that really not? What's
He's doing
worse?
a walk?
Which one's
There's the
worse?
goose
I mean,
walk.
Oh boy.
There's the Nazi
that's
salute.
the Hail Hitler.
Why
people
is he
are
doing
booing.
that?
the whole thing.
Yeah, because he's an idiot. So, as you can hear, the students were not happy because he was allowed to present his costume and one of the most racist arm gestures in history on stage in front of the entire school. So now this idiot, who
Really looked
is-
like a family heirloom too, because it was like a really nice uniform. It was.
yeah. Well, he's got some excuses. We'll get to him. This
Sure, he
idiot.
made the Jewish kids a little uncomfortable.
He did. One of them actually had to take one of them who the post describes as a Jewish queer had to take a day off for mental
Jewish
health.
queer.
Yeah, they called him a Jewish queer. He said he didn't feel safe in the school anymore because of this, which I completely understand. Now this idiot,
Used to be an insult in the 90s.
right now you can just say queer, isn't it amazing?
Jewish queer.
Jewish queer.
That's like a legit journalistic description now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the correct
That's what
term.
the kid is. He's
Yeah, LGBTQ queer.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how he identifies. So
see.
now this idiot. By the way,
It's a little bit of a liberal take on it, but yeah.
it is.
Could
It
have just
is.
said the Jewish kid. Yeah.
Well, that's what they wrote in the post. By the way, I'm still rocking
He's also
Entourage.
the weakest man in the school and shortest.
I'm still rocking Entourage.
He's student.
It's like they were getting one last like hurrah. I'm surprised Entourage is not banned on HBO yet.
There's a
because
reason they don't promote it anymore, Wes.
It's insanely homophobic.
Oh,
Every other word is the F bomb.
even the
right?
Howard
yeah.
Stern show, which I grew up on and you did too, Wes. I love
Yeah.
that show. But like, oh man, like I'm glad that
Well,
we got our big break after 2010. I'll put it that way.
Right. Yeah, sure. Of course, because there's old comedy that has that. One of the funniest jokes of all time is from Old School with the taxi driver.
In the back seat.
Look,
stop being an F word. Yeah.
That word just used to have different connotations.
Right.
Once it's the reason that the word's been canceled is because people accept that, you don't want to use it anymore because people identify or, it's offensive to a certain population. So,
yeah.
I mean, I think it's always, even before it was offensive, it was offensive, but now it's
for sure. It was used differently.
It really matters if it's offensive to the people that, that.
Well, the way they're using it in Entourage is very offensive.
Yeah. I did see a funny stand-up routine recently where he was defending our generation's use of the word gay, and he didn't use the F word, he used gay.
Right.
And he goes, look, to be fair, we used it in a different way. He goes, it still to me rings a little differently. He goes, like, I think the gayest people are straight white men that are married that put on like face masks on a Tuesday night.
Yeah,
that's gay. He said, yeah,
exactly. I mean, I've had that same exact conversation with gay coworkers at restaurants before, and once you understand that gay people are offended by the word and that you don't want to hurt their feelings, you stop using it. But
exactly.
But I mean, look, it was used differently at the time, 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway, so this idiot, here he is, Joseph Powers. He's the principal of the Jones College Prep.
He had his hands full that day, huh?
He had his hands full. So this idiot, he was warned about this student.
It's fine.
He was bragging about how he was going to do it for weeks, right?
Yeah, the students were like, you might want to not let this guy go up because he's wearing a Nazi outfit, and he's also been known to say racist things at the school from time to time.
Right.
And he let it go on. He said in a memo to his staff, he said, I tried to explain the context and time period of the uniform to the students who spoke with me, but apparently the student who wore the uniform may have told people it was from the 1940s. So he said it was from an East German communist era uniform, which is a whole lot better, I guess.
Salute.
Yeah, a whole lot better. And
look, one Jewish queer was offended, but
right, exactly. Yeah. He's home.
But what a history lesson.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So if you can't see the minute details in the salute and Nazi walk, that's on you. And
this is a conflicted man. He hasn't decided if he's going full Nazi or yet. He's in the army somewhere over there, but he hasn't decided yet. That's the character this kid was playing, not a full Nazi, right?
Exactly. But then this guy idiot, he doubles down and he still doesn't make it better. After this became a big controversy, he put out another statement and he said, many of our students and staff came to school on Monday, October 31st, dressed in Halloween costumes. We held a costume contest in the afternoon during AC Lab, which was fun and well received. Amid all the other costumes, a member of our school community wore a military surplus army uniform. Staff and students expressed their concerns about the uniform, believing that it represented an expression of anti-Semitism, which it did. Additionally, a video of the costume parade has been appeared on social media. I certainly understand and regret the discomfort and harm felt by some members of our school community. Please be assured that we take the well-being of all students seriously. It certainly appears this was not the intent. Please be assured that we take the well-being of all students seriously and do not tolerate hateful expressions of any kind. In this situation, it certainly appears this was not the intent of the Halloween costume. So that's the idiot. That's the statement he put out after this.
He's trying to get out on a technicality that it was a East German.
But he gave the salute
Nazi.
And the walk, dude.
Right, the walk and the salute. I mean,
and he probably picked on the Jewish kid all day.
The video exists.
Followed him around. Yeah. Stalking him. Yeah, so, that guy's that principal's an idiot.
Yeah, well, how does he not look at that video and just be like, oh shit, I gotta apologize and throw the kid under the bus? Like how
here he is posing with the kid.
Oh no, he posed with them.
Oh no.
Yeah, he posed with
them.
So
he loved it. He might have a little bit of the belief system going on. Yeah.
He loved the outfit.
Yeah. So he's suspended. Apparently this kind of behavior has been going unchecked forever at this prep school, according to staff, and they've been trying to get this guy out for years, basically. So this is finally what I think is going to get him out. So
the investors are like, okay, we can't have Nazi McPowers.
He didn't need to pose with the kid,
right?
With the big smile, you could see even through the blurred out thing. Yeah.
Now that's a nice uniform, son. Come over here. Let me get that picture with you.
He's raising his hand like he won a championship match.
Yeah, now he's the real
winner. This is the winner.
Y'all may not vote this way, but this is the outfit that took the cake.
My granddad had.
We don't even have a competition, but he won.
That's right.
Good Lord, that guy was crazy.
Yeah, he's an idiot. So that's number 2, and now the cream of the crop in this terrible segment.
The cream of the crop!
We're going to go to good old Kentucky, my almost mater, University of Kentucky, where I failed out.
You went there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You could still call it an alma mater, I think.
Oh, really?
I think
thought
you have to graduate.
Well, I mean,
So his alma mater is George Mason, right?
Right.
the
Yes.
school you went to.
It is the school I went to for 2.5 years, where I failed out because I spent most of my time, just like this next racist piece of shit, minus the racial tirade, inebriated out of my mind.
Well, you were kind of, what's it called? Doing some cultural, because you had a big afro.
Yeah, I had big curly afro.
Yeah, you were like stealing their hair things, right? Like
I mean, I was doing like the granola looks.
Granola afro.
Yeah.
Granola afro.
Dude,
I wore
okay.
Birkenstocks.
Bring back-
burnout afro.
Wes, bring back granola afro, Wes. That would be amazing.
Wasn't it pretty big?
It was pretty big, man.
Yeah.
It was pretty big.
Yeah.
And you could get it big again. You have thick hair.
Yeah. It's just the getting it there is
40
such a
though.
pain in the ass. Yeah. I mean, I'm 40.
Yeah, but for the viewers, Wes, it would be an amazing experience.
You know what? If I don't ever have to go to another wedding again, I will grow my afro out. That's the
Yes.
deal.
All right. Sounds
All right, we gotta get Hard Factor rich enough where Wes can kill his other business and grow his granola fro.
perfect.
All right. So, yeah. And this one is so bad that civil rights attorney Ben Crump, seen here, he tweeted out Monday, 22-year-old University of Kentucky student Sophia Rosing, and here she is. She's a hot racist.
They usually are.
Yeah, they usually are.
It's weird.
Has been arrested for attacking and repeatedly calling a student worker racial slurs. Rosing's racial attacks are vile. She needs to be charged with a hate crime in addition to several charges she's facing. So you saw Sophia Rosing, and again, she's 22 years old, a senior at UK. When I first saw this clip,
Too old
I thought
to
she
be
was like a
racist.
dumb freshman. Yeah, I thought she was an idiot. She was dressed like a slutty freshman.
No, she's about to go out to the real world in a month.
Exactly. She's going to join the workforce.
Yeah.
Well, is she in the Greek community? I feel like,
I would
especially in
imagine
the
so.
South, like that like really kind of
UK
gets
is a huge Greek campus.
right. And so like I feel like in the
your
Greek
blonde chick.
community, racism certainly in the deep South schools seems to be pretty prevalent, and if not like encouraged, basically in a lot of those scenes.
Yeah, it's rampant, probably. Not saying all the whole Greek community in the South is racist, but I'm sure everybody's got one.
I was in the
No,
Greek-
but like certain ones,
Right.
Certain
I was in
ones.
the Greek community, and my small fraternity, I entered the big brother and lineage of. I was like the only white guy. It was all.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
Right.
Okay.
Not saying all fraternities are like that, but certain ones, like at LSU, you knew which fraternities were going to have a Confederate flag.
Not
on
my
their beach-
fraternity.
on their beach pictures, right?
Yeah,
Like
we're not being naive about this, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, no, I know.
So
Other
I'm gonna-
fraternities for SAE for sure. That's
it just depends on the school. Each chapter, their
Big
own
time.
adventure.
Big time.
SAE.
Come
SAE
on.
was we're douchebags at UK.
Yeah.
No offense. When I so this video is offensive, and I did not bleep anything because in another video, the student who was assaulted expressed she thought it was important that people hear exactly what was said. She didn't, sugarcoat it. So I'm going to follow her lead. And, if you don't like offensive racial slurs, including the worst one, then don't listen to this video. So here it is. This woman, this girl tried to get into a dorm room at about, 1 a.m. or something. This woman that she assaulted said she saw her staring at an elevator. Clearly, she wasn't supposed to be there. She had no ID. She had no student card, no phone or anything like that. It looks like she was trying to get up to fuck a dude she met, maybe. That's just, what I'm
Sure.
kind of looking at. And then this happened. Here's the video.
It's a dorm.
It's a dorm, yeah. It's one of the Boyd Hall, I think. Here it is.
Nigger bitch. I could get let it know if that was an hour. Yes.
She's struggling.
Nigger bitch.
What did she say?
Could you stop, please? No.
Trying to hit her.
Could you stop? No. Thank you. I'm thinking I'll listen to that. You're a nigger. You're a bitch. Oh, Jesus.
Leave this out.
I did not get paid enough for this. Exactly. And you're a nigger. Thank you. Thank you. You're a nigger and you're a bitch. You're a nigger and you're a bitch. Yeah. I got the phone video. Me too. I got so
So there you have it.
Assuming she's,
I can see how it escalated from the first story.
yeah, it's a major escalation. I'm assuming has she come out and apologized for everything, considering how drunk she was?
Probably not come out and do anything ever again. Will.
So first, I want to commend this girl who she assaulted, this other student, this African American student. She was still in the midst of all this, being called the N-word, being called a bitch, being struck, being bit. Which she did multiple times.
She remained pretty calm.
She was calm, and she was still trying to help the student.
She
was like,
could have killed her, because she was bigger. She could have just slapped her around, her drunk ass around.
She was also sober and knew that a friend was filming, so I'm sure that helped her remain calm.
Yeah, but the friend and her both could have just thrown the girl into the wall.
Right.
And nobody would be that mad
because
no. She was being so hateful.
Right. Yeah. She was like, let's get her to a chair, which is her, the whole thing she was trying to do was
let's get her to her little racist chair.
Yeah, let's get her to a chair. So
sit her little racist ass down.
So this hot mess was.
Are there any white RAs? She's getting a little upset.
Yeah, right. This is a bad one. Yeah. This was like top 2 trending in the news. So here she is in her first arraignment after being thrown in jail. This brings back memories.
I was once cry face.
I was once arraigned. Yeah, she's crying. I was once arraigned on video at UK. And
I mean, why would you even show up to this? You're expelled. Like you're going to show up to the.
No, she's in jail. I'm pretty sure.
UK arraignment thing. Like
this was for court though.
Yeah, this was court.
Okay.
This was like
Wes,
her initial
was like
hearing.
A student thing you're talking about.
No, right? This is for court. This is for court.
Yeah, but yours wasn't for court, right?
Oh no, mine was for court. I was in jail. Yeah,
I thought you were talking about like when you have to go to a group of your peers and they're like, "Why?"
No,
so
I never had to do that.
I did that once. I had to lie about how many beers I had the night that I got arrested.
Oh, like that's like a hallway.
A judiciary hearing of like of like your peers. Like they take them from each like dorm room. They're like, should he be suspended or not? And I'd like I'll never do it again type thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's coming for her too. So she was arraigned Monday. She was charged with 4th degree assault, 2nd degree disorderly conduct, and public intoxication, 3rd degree assault of a police officer, because not only did she bite the RA or whoever the student was, she also bit the cop when the cop tried to detain her. She is being held. Her bond was set at $10,000. When the cop said that when she was being detained, she said, quote, she has lots of money and gets special treatment. And when I told her to sit back in the chair, she kicked me and bit my hand. So this is just an all-time life-ruining night for this idiot who might not even get to graduate now.
No, what do you mean might not? She's done, dude. That's an easy expulsion.
Right. Well, it is Kentucky, so you never know. To make matters worse, this is what I thought was kind of funny, the whole thing. Dillard's, who she worked for, put out a post on their social media, like promoting, one of their products. And then someone who found out that this person worked at Dillard's said, what you going to do about Sophia Rosing, though? And then Dillard said, Dillard's does not condone this behavior. Her relationship with Dillard's has been terminated immediately. So she's gone at Dillard's.
She'll be expelled from UK too.
Yeah. She also lost her job at College Fashionista, which is
she's gonna need to change her name and lay low for a few years.
Total reset.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Maybe you're the Kentucky elevator girl. Ooh,
she might want to dye her hair, change her name, not telling it, like move states.
Yeah.
Or she's gonna have to like live in her parents' basement.
Yeah. I mean, she might be rich if she's telling the truth to the cop. Who knows? I don't know. She might just marry another racist rich white guy. Who knows? But yeah, she's in some deep trouble and just threw away her life pretty much because she's a racist idiot.
Yeah.
So and that's
well, Wes, wouldn't you say then that because of the immediate backlash, though, that's probably a sign that people are more sensitive to it, right? Of course, back in the day, she could have
got a medal.
Walked on, That
2 generations ago, she would have got a medal for that.
Listen, I'm not going to be a white guy saying racism has progressed, but
After that clip, you know what she could have used, Wes, is some Next Evo CBD.
That's right, she could have. You guys remember the first
calm down
time,
a little bit. Yeah.
You guys remember the first time you took CBD, right?
Yeah.
Didn't know if it was working. That's probably because it wasn't. That's because he didn't have Next Evo CBD, and Next Evo Naturals is different. They developed smart sorb technology, clinically proven to help your body absorb CBD 4 times better than regular CBD oil, because oil just doesn't mix with your water-based body. It works faster too. So when you feel stress coming on, you take one of these and you're like, oh, Now I feel good because I know it's working because it's absorbing in my body thanks to its smart sorb technology. Again, I take these the sleep complex at night, melatonin and CBD mixture. Amazing.
Oh, good night.
Good night. Thank you. I wake up feeling refreshed, hop out of bed, 6 a.m. because I'm a morning guy. Mark knows that.
Yeah.
And it's not just for sleep.
Text from you guys.
Starts writing his congressperson. Come on, give us
What
the
time
earlier.
did they wake up today?
Give us the earlier daylight savings time permanently, please.
Gotta pick my stories before Mark gets up.
That's right. That's right.
And it's not just for sleep. They have the stress CBD compress can help you fight stress with the ashwagandha, clinically proven to reduce stress by 70%. That's a lot of stress reduction. 70%. You want your stress reduced by 70%.
That's great.
Yeah, pretty good, right? Next Evo is the only brand that combines a patented natural whole plant ashwagandha that's 8 times more powerful than regular ashwagandha. I don't even know what ashwagandha is, but this is 8 times more powerful, so that's a good thing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, right?
Yeah.
So get to the root of your stress with the Stress CBD Complex from Next Evo Naturals for 25% off subscription orders of $40 or more. Use promo code HARDFactor at nextevo.com. That's NEXTEVO.com, promo code HARDFactor.
Wes, can you do me a favor and get that racist whore off of your screen? I don't even want to look at her.
Yep. 100% U.S. grown hemp. So you should maybe just put a picture of that up there.
Yeah, put a
pretty
picture
awesome.
of some hemp or something up there.
Okay, well,
Quartz reverberation.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, as Wes reminded us in that last story, with the last girl especially, animals can oftentimes be just like us humans, right? They act irrationally, but also, we are just smart animals ourselves. All races, doesn't matter. And the scientists can constantly prove that animals are just like us. And today I have 2 scientific examples proving that animals indeed are just like humans.
Okay.
First, in a new study in the Journal of Experimental Biology, which sounds like kind of fucked up in itself, the Journal of Experimental Biology.
Sounds like some beagles are going to lose some lives there.
It's like Fauci's wet dream, right? Yeah. It's so.
What's wrong with that cricket? What's wrong with that mouse?
Let's do an experiment on it. So in their latest Journal of Experimental Biology, they revealed that fish can get addicted to meth after eating human poop.
There's still some meth in the poop.
Yeah, or other bodily fluids that contain meth that come from a human. Not only can they get addicted, as the study proved, they are getting addicted. In the Czech and Slovak republics, there's the map, guys. You can see where that is. Smack dab in the center of Eastern Europe. The fish
it's amazing fish have stayed around so long. They're such pussies. They will get fucked up by anything in the water.
It's because there's just so many of them.
I know,
right? They lose their lives a lot, but there's just so many of them.
The pH is a little off. The fish, fucking all of them die. There's a little bit of toxic
all
waste.
The bigger
all
animals need them as a protein or food, so they don't kill all of them. So it's like the ecosystem. Like you're gonna die. 70% chance you're gonna die as a fish, but then you have like 1,000 babies. Yeah.
Also, if you're a Czech or Slovak fish, Wes, it's a little bit more than off pH. It's tons of methamphetamines in the water.
You know what this got me to think?
Heavy doses of the drugs being discharged into the wastewater system that get flushed back out into the habitats immediately.
Fair.
Wes was instantly thinking, how are fish still alive? I was instantly thinking there's got to be some homeless people that eat their own shit because they can't afford meth.
Well, get a second hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bang for your buck. Yeah.
I don't know if it's a big enough sample to get a human high, but
I bet they've tried.
Let's take San Francisco treat.
Yeah. I bet there's a few guys that have tried, Will.
Yeah, I'm sure they have. Let's take it to the scientists' explanation. They say, in some parts of Europe, methamphetamine use is elevated. For example, sewage or wastewater based epidemiology studies of illicit drugs in raw sewage identified relatively high consumption in regions of the Czech and Slovak republics. Consequently, methamphetamine was previously observed in the surface waters of the Czech Republic at levels of hundreds of nanograms per liter. That's some methy water, because fish can develop drug addiction, such as behavioral dependencies related to the dopamine reward pathway in a similar manner to humans. We tested whether fish exposed to environmentally relevant methamphetamine concentrations show signs of addiction during withdrawal. We then examined the potential mechanisms of addiction by identifying the extent of the methamphetamine and its metabolite amphetamine presence in the brain tissues of brown trout. Brown trout is a globally important species, guys. Such a natural attraction to one area, the wastewater areas, together with documented changes in behavior, could result in unexpected ecological consequences, influencing whole ecosystems. Furthermore, drug reward cravings by fish could overshadow natural rewards such as foraging or mating that provision homeostatic and reproductive success, and further reinforce adverse ecological consequences of pollutants in aquatic environments.
I don't understand any of that.
Yeah,
It
basically,
means they're gonna get they'll want meth versus fucking, and then they're all gonna die.
Their inhibitions go straight to meth, not family and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. I did notice that it's the brown trout, which is like a synonym for poop. It's eating the poop. Brown trout.
yeah. Yeah, maybe that's why it's attracted to the poop. Basically, fish are getting fucked up at underwater waste sites like their underwater bars, and it's becoming a big party trend among fish.
That's
to
awesome.
the point where they're maybe abandoning family life sometimes, proving directly from the scientists that these fish are just like us.
They're
Well,
deadbeat
if they're
fish.
if they're gonna die anyways, like we just talked about at the top of that segment, let them party a little bit, right? If they're gonna get
Right.
eaten by everything,
You think humans haven't done this before? What do you think the humans pissing and shitting the meth into the water are doing?
yeah,
It's
they're
just-
doing meth.
exactly. It's the
That's what I'm
same
saying.
thing. They're just giving the fish a little taste.
Why is I didn't know that the Czechoslovakia and that region were just such meth heads over there.
They
You
love
didn't?
meth.
Yeah. No, I mean I
It's
didn't-
like 7 degrees and there's nothing to do.
yeah, I mean I didn't know that particular part of the world was just like, West
And
Virginia.
nightclubs, they're like
Goran Gojic was he's from that area, I believe, or close to
pretty
there.
sure they like start partying at like 10 p.m. or midnight.
They
Like,
do. They go to raves
and like it
stuff.
goes, the party scene there starts at like
House
11 p.m.
music.
And it ends at like 7
The
a.m.
fish start going to the wastewater facility when they hear the house start to bump.
Yeah.
Right. When the sun comes up, that's when all the good pee.
Right.
Yeah. The first morning pee, they wake
They
up.
know.
Yeah.
The brown trout are ready. Finally, in the science animal corner, thanks to Amish Brock for this one. Where over in India, one macaque monkey has decided to do a drinking study on himself. And as a result of his study, he has been spotted all over Rarebalai, Uttar Pradesh, stealing and guzzling cans and bottles of alcohol. Here's a clip of him drinking a beer that he had just swiped.
What the fuck?
Yeah. This was tweeted out by Anurag Mishra. You guys see him there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just
Loving it.
going to town on a tall boy. Yeah, it's a beer.
Let them go.
Yeah.
He's chugging it. There he goes again.
He's having a good time.
He loves it. He loves it. And the same monkey has stolen alcohol from both shops and local citizens, according to local media reports. And the local scientists aren't surprised. They told Newsweek this: macaques are well known to chronically imbibe alcohol over prolonged periods of time, as has been demonstrated in the laboratory as well. These are also fairly well established, though unpublished, records of rhesus and bonnet macaques of northern and southern India, respectively, occasionally drinking alcohol if they have a chance to do so from a source accidentally left available to them. So
That's all.
macaques
Occasionally,
drinking.
that's all this monkey is going to do for the rest of his short life.
Yeah, right.
Also, I bet snapped bras and unhinged bras are going up in that region as well because he's just.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The more drunk macaques there are, the more
Yeah.
they're going to be getting horny. We share 93% of our DNA with these violent little party monsters. They're just like us. So
That's true.
we're really just all animals at the end of the day.
We're just big macaques.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right, nice, Will. Well, I'm back with another international moment brought to you by no social media platform in particular, but
It's time for the international moment.
Nice.
There we
put
go.
ourselves back, baby.
There we go.
Thank you, Eric. First up, let's head all the way over to Australia. Let's go for the far one first. What's the one thing you don't do to someone when they're fucking in a public restroom unless you're like a cop that's armed and you're supposed to?
Walk in.
Stop them, interrupt them, right? Yeah, you guys got it. 28-year-old former Army technician Billy Dean Fallon was getting it in literally with some woman in a nightclub in Southport in Queensland. He took her to the women's disabled bathroom too to bang her because he's a GD pro. He wanted that extra space the handicap bathroom provides, and also, you know, if you do one quick glance around the bar and notice there's no like super disabled people in there, you're probably going to be uninterrupted in the disabled bathroom as well, because if it's locked, no one's going to come in there and
usually it's one thing you can just lock.
You could also have 4 legs.
Right, like you could just be like, these are the noises I make, I'm disabled.
Yeah, you could be a freak with 4 legs in the disabled.
Is it a situation where it's because like a lot of times that's its own room, or is this the disabled stall?
It was the disabled stall. But you feel like you're probably not going to get interrupted in the disabled stall, right? Wrong. Okay. I guess Billy Dean takes too long to get the deed done in a public restroom, and maybe is a little too loud because him and his lady friend caught the attention of the club's janitor or cleaner, as they call them over there, because they don't want to call them janitors, they call them cleaners in the land down under.
More respectful.
Yeah, very respectful. And the cleaner started banging on the door saying like, hey, what's going on in there? It sounds like you're creating quite the mess for me to clean, and I don't appreciate it. I'm the cleaner. And so
jealous fuck.
Yeah, I know. Well, Billy Dean did not appreciate being cockblocked, so this is what happened after several bangs on the handicap bathroom door. Here's a quick video that we can talk over. There's no audio. So he comes running out of the bathroom door, and he just starts wailing on this cleaner. He's the shirtless guy. He's just, you son of a bitch, and he takes him down, and he's just beating the shit out of this dude. It gets pretty bad. You'll notice in a few seconds when he stands up, he's covered in blood on his forearm because he severely broke the cleaner's nose. He's going to have to clean that up, his face.
That's blue balls rage.
Yeah, it really is. Well,
covered in blood. Yeah.
Amazing. That maybe he couldn't get it up.
Damn.
That actually looks to me, Wes, like impotence rage, because
it could be, but
had he been getting it in, I mean, I couldn't imagine stopping for the knocking.
Either way, what happens here is you don't mess with the guy who's literally in the act of fucking, because his adrenaline is probably through the roof, whether it's impotence adrenaline or like actual pounding sex adrenaline. You don't stop him during the act. It's like waking up a dog in the middle of an intense dream, right? You just don't do it.
You don't interrupt a lion in the middle of mating, do you?
Yeah, you don't do it, right? Billy Dean took all the energy he was going to use to hump Blondie into Bolivian, and he took it out on the nosy nightclub employee instead, breaking his nose. You want to be nosy? How about I break your nose?
That's the breaks when you're working at a job like that at a nightclub, because it's technically your duty to ask them to stop fucking in the stall, and you might get your ass kicked.
Yeah, maybe take a smoke break instead. Due to the video and the severely broken nose of the cleaner, Billy Dean had no choice but to plead guilty in court on Monday. He said, "I did it, Your Honor." He was sentenced to 1 year in jail, but that was instantly converted to probation. So Billy Dean is out on the streets, and if you hear him hammering it out in a handicapped bathroom, do not interrupt him, because this is what
he will swing on you.
Yeah, this is what he looks like when he gets out of the bathroom.
Was that video from a camera inside the bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not like a violation down there?
No, they don't have it, because those just
go outside the bathroom.
The stalls are totally floor, like ceiling to floor.
It was like right outside the bathroom.
They have the European style stalls down there. It's not like America where you can see under the it's like an open thing.
Okay.
So that's the first one. Let's move on though. Let's go to an interesting one out of Italy. Italy, a country very well known for its rich history of art. Reference Florence. Also, the art of film. Roberto Benigni in Life is Beautiful is one that stands out in the States, but also they're known for an entire genre of horror classics. The Giallo, which means yellow crime thriller horrors of Italy, was like an entire genre they created.
I think, but yeah,
whatever. Rich history. I mean, the art in Italy started back in ancient Rome, and maybe it's that getting back to their roots of ancient Rome and the love of art, combining that ancient art form with a more modern one. Maybe that's the reason why they're giving a Lifetime Achievement Award to Kevin Spacey. The ancient art form I was referring to as fucking little boys in bathhouses.
Right. Yep.
It is Italy.
What? Seriously, Italy?
He sticks. I mean, he
When in
really
Rome,
checks all the boxes for them.
Yeah.
He's a classically trained thespian, as you noted, big time drama country, and as you noted, a long, rich history of pedophilia in Italy, and
thousands of years of it.
Really not going to bother him that
Vatican
much. Yeah.
covered that. The National Museum of Cinema in Turin, Italy, announced on Thursday that it's giving its highest honor, the prestigious Stella della Mole Award for his lifetime achievement in filming, to Kevin Spacey. Historically, this award has gone to actual Italians, but Kevin Spacey, born in the United States, and I don't even know if he's of Italian heritage at all, is getting the award for some reason. The event taking place on January 16th, 2023, will see Spacey give a masterclass in acting. He's going to need some volunteers, young men volunteers. And then he's going to introduce a viewing of one of his most acclaimed movies in his successful career. They haven't even decided which one yet because he's got so many, but they will, after he performs a master class of acting, they will show one of his films. And then after that, they're going to present him with this fucking award at the end of the evening. You know, I'm hoping this is just some ploy by Italy to play into Spacey's vanity, and they're just going to like arrest him once he shows up on Italian soil for fucking all the Italian boys over the years, which he's definitely done while he's been in Europe, which he's been there a lot.
This is probably just a great honor.
The alternative is it's just an entire night of sucking Spacey's dick, and they might just serve him up little boys to feed him grapes and rub his nipples on stage all night while he's, getting the award.
That's his plan.
Yeah.
He would prefer that route.
Right.
He's of Swedish and English descent, so nothing I can see of
Kevin.
No, I was looking it up earlier too. I don't even know why they're giving him this award. It historically has gone to like Dario Argenta and Monica Bellucci and like all these Italians, but Spacey's getting the honor this year.
Well, he's available.
That's a statement, is what it is from Italy.
He might have something on them.
What, out of the country of Italy?
on the National Museum of Cinema.
He enjoys it. He was assaulting all those. He just got off again in England, he was allegedly assaulting all the boys in that theater in England. He's been in Italy a lot. I imagine he likes Italian boys. I couldn't see how he wouldn't. All right, and lastly, let's head over to China. Jesus, Italy. Lastly, let's head over to China, where a man there did what the winner of the record Powerball is going to at least consider. This is a timely one, and that is dress up like a mascot to accept the check, so that no one would know his identity, including his wife and children. This dude dressed up like a local sports mascot because he didn't want his family to know that he just won $30.6 million US, the equivalent.
Yeah, but isn't his name still on the check?
No, I don't think so.
It just says winner, right?
It just says winner.
Hilarious.
The father from the Guangxi province won the equivalency of like $30.6 million, $31 million, to which he said in a disguised voice, "That's more than enough money to buy a new family, a better family."
Yeah.
The man who wanted to only be identified, this is true, by the pseudonym Lee, because that's what he's going to do to his family, said he has been playing the same number for 10 years and they finally hit big. And I guess this lottery is like every time your number hits, you win. So he won like 15 times 70,000 or something like that, or 20. He won like his number hit. And because he played his number so many times, he would have only won 70,000 had he played it once, but he won 31 million.
Because he was a degenerate, he won so much money.
Yep. That's
so they have like a lotto,
leaving his family for 10 years.
Yep. So China, it sounds like they have a lotto similar to the original Italian one, where people just played constantly. It's like a big part of the community, probably.
I guess
That's a lot of money over there, China. For
The
lotto is so great, man. It's so great.
Lee donated some money to charity, probably because his conscience was eating at him. He had to. By the way, I'm kind of joking about leaving his family, but kind of not, because he did not tell his family. That's true. And he went dressed like a mascot. That's true. And he did give this direct quote: "I have not told my wife or children. I am concerned that they might feel superior to other people and will not work or study hard in the future." And to me, that sounds like an out he's giving himself. Right. This guy who's heavily weighing his option of bailing on his family, he went by Lee, which is also true. Like, I going to Lee you. Come on.
Yeah.
They are on notice, man. They don't know it, but they're being judged every single move. And it's like every move they make is millions of dollars in one direction or the other that they could have or not have.
Well, now every wife and family in China has to be nice to their husband because they don't know which one of these guys won 31 million.
Yeah, he's actually doing everybody a favor. All the guys.
Yeah, he just did every man in China a favor because all the wives are going to be cooking the husbands the nicest dinners. Was it you?
You didn't win the lottery, did you?
Did you win the lottery? What's your favorite numbers?
This reminds me of one of my favorite uncles who I never saw again really after this. Divorced my aunt because he inherited a bunch of money, and he divorced her before he inherited the money. So
He planned it out.
He knew he was about to inherit it.
he inherited like millions from his aunt or some bullshit. And he divorced my aunt.
Oh man, I mean, look, if you win, we don't know if someone won the $2 billion yet at the time of this recording, but if you win $2 billion, you're gonna weigh your options.
Yeah, dress up like a mascot at least. I don't know about not telling your kids, but but dress up like
$2 billion. You can buy new kids. They better be good to daddy for this holiday season. You know what I mean?
That's tough. Disowning your kids over money.
I know.
If you did,
because I don't have kids.
Of course. Yeah. No. I mean, he's a bold man.
He's lucky. He won the lottery, and that's going to do it for Hardfactors.
Real quick, since it's election day, I brought a couple bonus dog clips.
Okay.
Two funny ones. First, Ted Cruz getting a beer pelted at his head at the Astros World Series rally. We'll do one from each side since it's election day. There he is. Oh, who threw that beer at me, man? And then his security guard.
It's that guy over there. Get him.
That guy's pretending to be like a normal guy, and he's clearly like Secret Service style. He's got a walkie-talkie.
Oh, he was only there to protect beers.
Yeah, he did
his job well.
Deflection. Yeah, it was a great deflection. Saw the throw all the way. Ted Cruz though didn't even attempt to catch the can.
No, he just hit him right in the face. That would have hit him right in the face.
Yeah, it was a great throw.
Good thing he had Theo Vaughn there. It looks like.
Yeah. Well, it's just classic Ted, man. Oh, y'all get mad at me again? Throw a beer at my head? Did Teddy the human bait dog get y'all again?
He loves it.
That's just Ted. Oh, he was so. Every time he gets attacked, he's so happy.
Yeah.
And the Michigan AG candidate who took her drag queen speech way too far, hilariously too far. It's midterm season.
Queens, not only are they not hurting our kids, drag queens make everything better. Drag queens are fun. Drag queens are entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'll say that was totally not poll tested? I say this: a drag queen for every school. That
like a mascot?
That is what would be fun for kids and lift them up when they're having emotional issues.
Like an officer and a drag queen? Put one drag queen in every school? It was not poll tested.
Not
poll tested at all.
She even said it herself.
When you say it's not poll tested, that's not a good sign.
Dana Nessel.
I'm going off script here.
I'll tell you something else.
This might ruin my whole campaign, but
pretty sure she was scheduled to win. But you may want to.
But drag queens are fun.
You may want to go to predicted.org/promo/hardfactor60 and pick up whoever her opponent is, because that was right before the election.
Incredible.
That's awesome.
Incredible.
All right, let's do the spinny spins.
Is everyone on tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Who's gonna be a cup of coffee? Wes triple dipple.
Triple dipple.
Ooh. Wes called his number 3 in a row.
Ooh.
Wes. So Wes is going to be bringing you some election news, probably.
Yeah.
Well,
Wes is going to be leaving the live stream early, like you said. The live stream is going to end up with me and Will hammered at 2 a.m.
Yeah, I'll stick around.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're recording before that though, right?
No, I know, but I'm saying after that.
Yeah.
Right.
After. Yeah. Wes has got to prepare.
Yeah. Right.
More racial news
Oh,
tomorrow.
I guess I'll take us out. Yeah. Okay. Well, look, big day today, right? Please join us for live stream. We're gonna have a ton of fun. All right. So come join us, hang out. It'll be awesome. Midterms are, but they're a lot more fun when we're all joking together and having a good time. So come join us. We'll have some laughs this evening. We love all of you. We'll see you hopefully tonight. Have a great fucking day.
Hard Factor. Cheat on the news. Patreon.com/Hard Factor.